going on, everybody? Welcome to a very, very special edition of Robeytech. Today we are partnering with ASUS and AMD to build a budget build because people, honestly, I feel like there's still a lot of people sleeping on this, and I thought it was really cool for ASUS and AMD to reach out to me to talk to us about the Radeon RX 9060 XT. And so what we did is we took some time, we put our noggins together. We worked with the powers that be and came up with a really, really cool budget build. It's $1,200. That it's a fantastic both 1080p and 1440p gaming rig. We got performance numbers, all that sort of stuff. We're going to show you a little bit about that. Show you how to build it. It should be a really, really, really fun show. And then let's start talking about parts. Okay, so we decided to go. The one thing I will say, and given that we have 1080p and 1440p gaming in this, if you did want to do 1080p, that's why I went with the 9600X. It's worth just that little bit of extra money that you need to be able to just make sure that 1080p is better. Amazing CPU, 6-core, 12-thread. I love these. They're easy to cool, all that sort of stuff, which is why we're using an air cooler to cool it with. And that air cooler is, it's a fan favorite. $34 beast, dude. This thing is 34 bucks. It still blows my mind. Thermal, right. Phantom Spirit 120 SE ARGB. Just an incredible tower cooler for $120. Okay, for the Mobo, it's ASUS, so we're going down to, this is the Tough Gaming B650 Plus Wi-Fi. We've used this a lot of times in a lot of builds. It's a great motherboard, and it has Gen 4, all the other things that we actually really care about. So it keeps us in that nice budget place around $1,200. Next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the GPU. This right here, this is the ASUS Prime AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT. 9060 XT, great card. It's got 16 gigs of VRAM, so you don't have any of those VRAM issues that we've shown with other competitors. So a lot of times, like even if you're playing at 1440p, lower opportunity for things like texture pop. Last thing, oh yeah, never mind. A couple more things I forgot. RAM. RAM, we're using Crucial. It's a 32 gig kit at 6,000 mega transfer. No frills, no RGB, anything like that. Just saving a little bit of money here and making sure that we get what we need to do. And then we're also throwing in one of my favorite kind of budget drives, the Kingston NV3. It's a PCI Gen 4. It is DRAM-less. But the other thing too is that all in all, it's still got great speed. Great reliability, which is one of the things that Kingston's really known for. So should you need to remove and install your games a number of times, you could absolutely do that knowing that you have read-write headroom to be able to make this thing last. And then lastly, I use it because I love it. This is the Corsair RM750E. Just a really, really, really good PSU. A, the cables are easy to manage. B, it's got a little bit of cable comb, so you don't have to necessarily use cable extensions to just have something that also looks good. Here you're looking at, this is actually over at Robeytech.com. So if you go to Robeytech.com, you'll end up on a page that looks just like this. And if you go up to budget builds, you actually get a list of our budget builds. And this is the build right here. So this is build 15, and this is the all AMD build. So you can see it has all the parts listed. But here's the more important thing. So here is this build with some games that AMD and ASUS obviously asked us to highlight in terms of their performance. So if you're looking at a game like playing Moonlighter 2, you're looking at 1080p low, you're looking at 314 frames per second. You can get 1080p ultra, you're looking at 119 frames per second. There is your information. So again, if you're looking for a nice quality budget build, this is a great opportunity to spend a little bit of money and get something that has that money go a long, long way. Let's get this started. So we got that. Now, apparently we got to put this in. Oh no, let's put the air cooler. I forgot, we got to put the air cooler on. You guys ready? First we put the little gummies on. And then before I start putting all the other stuff on, let's go ahead and throw some thermal paste on. He's like, dude, I don't think I've ever had a Chico stick. There we go. Get that nice and tight now. Okay, so we got that now. Okay, so let's get this popped open here. There we go. Pretty straightforward case. Ratchet. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw this in here now. Grab our thing here. Put that up a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna slide that in just like that. Looking good. There we go. Okay, so now when you look at the front, you know, you can't see those cable globs going through. Let us go ahead and throw our GPU in. Okay, here we go. Pop this in. Well, that's gonna look good. Let's grab our sag bracket, just get it installed. Just give it that extra lift. So it goes on the channel and then holds it up. And there we go. Okay, so that's holding it. Okay, so now we just need to put in our PSU. Okay, so now, GPU, right there. CPU, right there. Motherboard. Okay guys, now we're just gonna slip this in here. Looks like this. It's got a split like that. And that's just gonna run right up, again, right to the top right there. Let's make sure that's nice and taut in the back. It looks clean from underneath there, right? Okay, here we go. Throw that back right there. So that should make it's just gonna make the case look so much. Like once you put the black in, once you put the back on, it just looks, you know what I mean? It just looks so clean. Now you just don't have that light coming from the other places, so it just really just kind of adds with the overall just professionalism of it. There we go. Turn that on. Turn that on. I didn't hear it. Turn on. There you go. Okay. Sorry, didn't plug that in all the way. There we go. I do like the RGB on this though. It's very mesmerizing. And there we go. I think it looks great. You can still see it blow through. So it blows it right through. The bottom one is pulling the air right there. There you go, just blowing right through. And then you can see as we go higher up, it's being pulled more by the air. That gets into the GPU, that goes up into the thing. But it's like a lot of air going through this case pretty quickly. We can go over to capture here. You can see right here, look at our temps, dude. It's 58. No problem whatsoever. This thing is having zero issues whatsoever cooling this. So you could enable PBO, all that sort of things, and have no issues whatsoever. There is no issue. I'm even stressing this, this cooler. Let's check out Mafia, the Old Country. There we go, so we're getting 94 frames per second. This game is beautiful, by the way. Okay, so let's just check some Cyberpunk 2077. But still, 93 frames per second with ray tracing and everything is good. Okay, so here it is, FSR 3 at balanced. But still, that's ultra at hitting 60 FPS. So you could drop the ray tracing down if you wanted to get over 60, but still, for a $1,200 build, doing 1440p with ray tracing like this, yeah, there you go, so that's clear. Let's take a look at Borderlands 4 and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so we're at 80 FPS right now. Let's look at the settings. It's at medium settings, so it's at 80 frames per second medium settings at 1440p, which is perfect. Honestly, the auto detect did a really good job. So yeah, this is running well. That is, showed you the full build, showed you the parts, showed you the cost, showed you the performance, we showed you the thermals, we showed you performance in other games. And all in all, what I said is we have a really, really great system for what is essentially $1,200 that does great at 1440p, does great at 1080p, does great at Borderlands 4, which was kind of a nice surprise. Yeah, all in all, very, very impressed with the quality. And then again, if you guys want to check it out, head over to robeytech.com/budgetbuilds. Anyway, guys, have an absolutely amazing rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys on the next stream. Bye, guys.